I feel like I should be like a facialist.
No, it's just one.
Do you remember what lipstick it was?
Well, I got it at a flea market. It was like a no brand. Very curious to see what you're gonna do with this.
Do you want to show them some of your favorite eyeshadow palettes? Oh, do you see little Minnie right there? Here,
Oh, baby.
come here, Minnie. What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you are excited for some wholesome family fun today because my mom, Caitlin, is back on the channel today. I'm gonna be doing her makeup with some of our favorite mature skin-friendly products. She's also gonna be sharing some of her beauty secrets. So if you guys wanna hang out with us today while we do this mature skin-friendly look, then keep watching. All right, party people, we are gonna kick off this makeup look, but before we do that, I'm gonna let my mom introduce herself in case you guys have not seen the other, I think we did 2 other videos within the past year. So why don't you introduce yourself to the subscribers?
Hi, I'm Sophia's mom. I'm Caitlin. I'm 62.
62, and what is your skin type?
I think normal, not too dry. Definitely not oily anymore.
Yeah, definitely not oily. I feel like your skin is kind of normal, sometimes dry, but not quite as dry as mine. We've got you guys zoomed in today so you can see what I'm doing. We're trying to film with as much natural light as possible. So we're in my mom's kitchen. It's a little bit echoey, but hopefully you guys can hear us pretty well. We're gonna kick things off with one of my mom's favorite skincare products. This is the Biologique Recherche P50 1970. So this is the original version. And this is actually a product that I introduced to my mom. When did you start using this?
2 years ago.
It's kind of like a light daily exfoliant, but it also balances the pH of your skin.
It makes my skin very smooth without drying it. I noticed that, and you could do it harder than that. Like you can actually use the cotton as like a mild
Just kind of like buff it in
Yeah,
like
because I think it
this.
probably takes some dead skin cells off. Immediately after you use it, you'll notice that the skin is softer looking, more shinier, like a baby or young child has shinish skin. Everything goes on a lot more smoothly.
Yeah, all the products that I'm going to be using today actually are products that I also use and I show you guys on my channel. So both me and my mom use these. We're actually going to recreate the look that I'm wearing today. So I used all of the same products.
Looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
so this will be the end result. I might tweak things a little bit for you, and obviously it'll take a bit longer as I'm narrating and stuff, but I use this maybe like 2 times a week, and I think you said you like to use this every day.
Pretty much every day.
So many of you guys, I asked my Instagram followers like what they wanted to see us do and what they wanted to like hear from you, and a lot of people were like, oh, I just want to hear what are her favorite makeup products, and I thought that was funny because you mostly just use...
They're all her stuff.
She mostly uses what I
sure.
buy her, what I order for her and recommend to her. So you guys are gonna see some very familiar products in this look.
But now I'm getting a little bit more choosy and sophisticated. So I'm asking you for, I want this that does this and doesn't do that.
Exactly.
And then she makes them appear for me.
We're gonna go in next with some La Mer products. These are actually a part of the little travel set that I got in the Sephora sale. This is a new product to me. This is the Hydrating Infused Emulsion from La Mer. Really nice. I've very much been enjoying it. I think you're gonna like this, Mom. I did clean my hands. I'm not a professional makeup artist, by the way, if you are new to my channel, but I do have everything sanitized, and I have a lot of new makeup brushes that we're gonna be using today as a part of this look. I feel like I should be like a facialist.
Well, it seems like you're doing a good job.
This is not like a makeup artist. I feel like it seems
Make sure you
really
get under my eye.
Oh, I have
That's the worst
No,
part.
we have eye cream for that.
Oh, okay. So why is this so great, this La Mer stuff? Sometimes I think it's a little
Like overpriced.
overpriced, and I'm not sure, I don't know. Like, is it a lot of hype?
Putting the eye balm underneath your eyes.
Is this
let that
also La
soak
Mer?
in. Yes, it's all La Mer. I kind of thought La Mer was overhyped as well, but then I started using the cream, the traditional cream, which we'll go into in just a second. I just felt like it did a really good job hydrating my skin in the winter when basically nothing else would. The La Mer was so good. I also feel like, especially for me, redness is of concern and eczema is of concern. And I just feel like the La Mer does the best job out of any other brand to target that. It's like one of those few expensive skincare brands other than like the Biologique Recherche that I'll actually use.
I know when you had asked your followers what they thought was a good eye cream for reducing the appearance of, the crow's feet.
Yeah.
Because I find that the makeup really makes them stand out. The La Mer was one of the
lot.
more frequently.
Yeah, a lot of other luxury skincare brands like Dior and Chanel, their skincare isn't bad, but it's like so highly fragranced that I
don't
just
like that.
I can't do it. I know a lot of people
Especially on your eyes.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, they like it, they find it very luxurious, but for me, it's just a little bit too much. So I like that the La Mer has like that richness and the efficacy, but it's not like a big perfume bomb every time I go into it. All right, so we have the Skin Prime. Now I'm gonna be going in with the Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation. One of you guys said you wanted me to feature this in this tutorial, and I thought that was a fantastic idea. So I pulled this out. I actually have a fresh jar. This is the shade Alabaster. This is the same shade that I wear. And guys, I'm gonna be using the BK Beauty Nikki LaRose N17. This is a part of that new set. And I really, really like this for painting on foundation in like a very sheer way. I'm not gonna put a ton on my mom because she actually doesn't wear foundation that often.
Well, I do use that Clé de Peau stuff. I mean,
yeah. So this is her favorite.
Every day.
This is her favorite foundation to date, right? The
Yes.
Clé de Peau. Clé de Peau Radiant Cream Foundation. So normally that's what she will use, but I really wanted to try this one. How would you say this feels on your skin?
I think it feels fine. I mean, all I feel is the brush. I don't feel like the cream is
It's very lightweight, right?
tingling or anything. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like this foundation has a very cooling effect when it goes on. And I like this for mature skin because the texture, see how it's like a gel? How it's kind of like gooey looking?
True.
Yeah, it's a gel-like texture. Can you turn your face this way?
Has some elasticity to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like the dewy nature of it kind of blurs any kind of texture. It doesn't like highlight that. It doesn't make your skin look dry. You can really sheer it out nicely as well. It's a gel-based foundation, so it's also not going to be like very, very oily and kind of slide off your face, because a lot of times those kind of like clean beauty foundations, or sometimes ones that are marketed towards like drier skin types, I find like a lot of them, they're just too serumy for me, and I don't like the way that they wear over time, and it's all gonna kind of like sink in with the La Mer products. I feel like that's good. I don't really want to put on too much. I feel like less is more. Okay, now we're gonna go in with concealer. We're gonna use my mom's favorite, the Clé de Peau Radiant Corrector for eyes. And I'm just gonna click a bunch out here. And this is in the shade Beige. I'm gonna link all these products, guys, and the shades that we use in the description box down below in case you want to shop. I'm gonna shear this out because even this amount,
it goes a long way.
Yeah, it like a little bit goes a long way. So I'm kind of sharing that between the two eyes, and just look up. I'm using this other little brush from the new BK Beauty set. This is the N16, and this one's really good for concealer. See how it's like wispy?
Yeah, super soft.
You have BK Beauty brushes. We used those in the last video. What do you think about them?
I love them. That's all I use them.
What do you like about them?
Because they're so soft.
They are soft. I love them too. Look down. I'm just going to cover up some of the redness on your eyelids there. So you can get a nice base.
Yeah, I think I need to do that because it seems like at the end, no matter what color I put on my eyes, it eventually just kind of looks pinkish.
I have like very thin skin on my eyelids, and so it like looks so veiny. Have a nice fresh base, and then that way the colors look more true.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll use something like this little brush, because I don't want a lot, because then it's gonna settle into my crease. My inspiration to do this style of video came from Lisa J, who is like the founder of BK Beauty. She did a video where the makeup artist that collabed with her, Nikki LaRose, did her makeup. So it was kind of like this style. And I was like, this is such a fun style of video. I'm not a makeup artist, but I just thought it would be fun to do a video like this. Next, I'm gonna be dipping into some bronzer. My mom was asking me as we were preparing for this video if I had any kind of like natural bronzer recommendation, something else that she could try. So the first thing that I thought of was actually the Chantecaille Real Bronze. This is in the shade Sirena. And so I'm gonna try this on your skin. This is a baked formula. So it's gonna be pretty natural looking, and it's gonna have kind of like that airbrushed quality to it. I would actually say this is similar to your favorite bronzer. Do you want to tell them which one that is?
It's that brown one over there.
This one?
Yeah, can you tell?
It's the Wayne Goss bronzer. Look how much she has used in this baby. I don't know if you use the contour, but she really likes the bronzer, which I do as well, but I know you said you wanted to try something a little bit different, so I thought we would give this a try.
That worked well for the summer when my skin was a little more, darker. But now as we're getting into the winter, it's a little too dark. People at work were asking me if I came back from vacation, and I kind of knew what they were talking about. It's like, oh, I guess my bronzer is a little too much. What does it have, like something that is light reflective?
See here in the light, see how it kind of has, it's not sparkly, but it has a sheen to it.
Like pewter and brass has a very subtle sheen.
Yeah, and I'm going in, guys, with this little mini Keyaki Niji from Sonia G. I'm not sure if these are in stock. They did just restock the sheer buffer, though, if you guys are interested in that one. I like that one for both cream and powder bronzer. Okay, now it's time for blush.
That's better already.
You do. So a lot of you guys said you wanted to see my mom try the RMS blushes. These are a favorite of mine. So I picked out two colors that I thought would work well for the look that we're creating today. I'm wearing this one, Key Royale. Very subtle, even though it looks maybe a little bit brighter in the pan. And then I also have Crystal Slipper right here, which is a little bit softer. Which one do you want to try?
I think the pinker one, yeah.
The Key Royale. Do you know what the drink is, Key Royale? Have you ever had one before?
No.
I think it is champagne and cassis
I was going to say something with cassis, yeah.
We love our cassis. You want to pass me your BK Beauty brush? My mom loves the Angie Hot and Flashy set from BK Beauty, so we're going to go in with the A507, which is the angled blush brush, and I'm going to apply this to the cheeks. I love these. They do have kind of a glowiness to them. You can definitely just kind of sheer them out, and it gives the nicest little fresh pop of radiance. A lot of people tell me, or not a lot of people, but some of my subscribers in the comments are like, oh, I have mature skin, like I'm afraid to use these. But Rosemary Swift, who is the founder of the brand and who designed these, I think I believe she's in her 60s, but she's in her 60s and she wears these, and I feel like they look really, really good on her. So if you guys are ever wondering about the RMS products, check out their social media, because Rosemary Swift basically has, videos and stuff of her applying all of the products that she creates. And then of course you see them on like 20-year-old models as well, like we do with every campaign, but it's kind of nice to see a mixture. I like this color on you.
Yeah, I do too.
It's very nice.
It looks not as rose as the Chanel blush. It's a little more...
The one from the spring collection?
Yeah, it's a little more warmer tone.
More of like a rose, I would say.
Good for fall and winter.
Yeah, good for fall and winter. Next up, I'm going to do just a little bit of highlighter, and I'm going to go into the Chantecaille highlighter, or this is called the Real Glow in the shade Stella. This was a part of their Cosmos collection. And I like this just like the bronzer. It is very smooth. There's like no glitter or anything there. So I'm just gonna put the tiniest amount.
Like at the top of the cheekbone?
Yeah, just at the top of the cheekbones. And I'm using the BK Beauty brush, which is a little bit bigger because I feel like it really helps to kind of diffuse it a bit, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Some people were asking in the Instagram survey, like, what was your makeup aesthetic growing up? Like when you were in your 20s and 30s, like what kind of makeup did you wear?
It was things that you could buy at a drugstore. Green eyeshadow, blue eyeshadow were big. It would be just one color. It wouldn't be like a palette with different,
like
different
a single
colors.
Shadow.
CoverGirl, Maybelline.
Accessible
L'Oreal
brands.
was like high,
Like super high end.
Yeah, high end. But usually just under eye concealer, a little blush, and eye makeup. I didn't wear mascara. It bothered me, and I had a lot of eyelashes back then, so I didn't need it.
You didn't need it.
And lipstick. Always liked lipstick.
Yeah.
And then in the 80s, I had this one tube of lipstick. It was like a purple metallic silver. Everything was flashy, big hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Long, big earrings. And I wore that until there was nothing left. It was like, it just seemed to go with everything.
Do you remember what lipstick it was?
Well, I got it at a flea market. It was like no brand. I think it was something like $7.
I remember growing up, you had this one shade of Clinique lipstick that you would use every single day. What was it? Do you remember what that color was?
It was a gloss.
The Revlon liquid lipsticks, the original ones where you put the liquid lipstick would be like super dry and cakey and then you'd be like glossing it up with the gloss. I remember I thought that was so revolutionary, but you had these Clinique lipsticks and it would be like the shape of your lips would be so indented in them because you just use them every single day. I don't know if it was the shade Clover, maybe it was Black Honey. Do you guys remember those classic shades from Clinique? I think they must still have them.
Yeah, something like a dark pink terracotta blend.
Exactly, that's exactly what it was, but like I can't remember.
My lip color, yeah.
I remember when I was young, like everything that I wore was Clinique. Like I was obsessed with Clinique. We didn't have that many brands because all we had was like the drugstore and Macy's. So for me, getting Clinique makeup was like the height of luxury. And I like loved the skincare. I would like save up to buy the moisturizer and it had to have like SPF. I was like that original clean girl millennial, even when I was like 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, Sophia did a whole essay on why we need to wear SPF. We tried to convince her to be a dermatologist, but it just didn't work. She can't stand the sight of blood. She wouldn't have gotten through medical school.
Yeah, I don't think I would have gotten through medical school. When do you remember me putting on makeup for the first time?
Oh, you were always fascinated in beautiful things. You weren't even walking yet. You were 10 months. She opened my mother-in-law's drawer and took these beautiful silk scarves out and she was just like, she wasn't even talking yet. She was holding on standing up and she's just taking them out and like holding them up and feeling the texture. It's like, okay.
I remember like the 1 or 2 years that I did dance, I had a dance recital and you did my makeup like full on child star makeup. And I remember looking into the mirror after you had done it because she did eyeliner, mascara, blush, like literally everything, full face of makeup, full glam on my face. And I remember looking in the mirror and I was so horrified and surprised at how I looked because as like a 6-year-old, you're just like, what is going on right now? Next up, we're gonna get into the eyes. So I have the Clé de Peau eyeshadow palette in my favorite shade, which is Sun-Dried Driftwood. A very weird name. I decided to pick this eyeshadow palette, friends, because I feel like this formula is extremely mature skin friendly. I also like the fact that all of the palettes come with this little primer shade, so that really helps moisturize the eyelids, and it also helps the longevity of the shadow. I've tested it several times, like one eye with the primer, one eye without. 100% it helps prevent creasing, makes all the shadows go on smoother. And while all of these, like, you know, they do have a little bit of a sparkle to them, it's not anything chunky. Like the formula is very, very moisturizing. I don't have anything else like this in my luxury collection. So I'm gonna go in first.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in first with the little primer shade and I'm gonna apply that all over the lid.
They should make the primer tub or whatever you call it bigger.
They should. You can also use this as just a shadow. So if you just wanna like use the primer.
Just to like get rid of the redness and make it more even.
Yeah, or like I like to use this in the inner corner, like I'll kind of finish the look with the primer. I remember you were asking me the other day, you said that you needed a new primer or you used to use a primer. What was that again?
So I used to have very oily eyelids and like I couldn't even wear eyeliner because it would always end up on my up here. If I put eyeliner on, it would, or eyeshadow on, it would crease. Now my problem, because my skin is so dry, it spreads all over. So I might put 3 different shades on, but within a couple of hours, it looks like all of them have blended into one shade.
I'm also gonna apply that primer to the lower lash line. I'm using one of the new Sonia G brushes, Pencil S. I don't think I've ever done your makeup before. I'm just going in with the lighter shade in the palette right here, guys. That is not the primer shade. And I'm just kind of using that as a nice little base. It is, I would say, satiny. It just gives a nice little like pink
Can I see what it looks like?
Yeah, you want to see? I'm gonna put that shade on the bottom lash line too. Look up.
The beigey?
Yeah. And I like these little precise brushes because it really gets the color like right where you need it.
I don't think I have any brushes like that.
We need to get you some.
I also never put anything underneath.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know. I know if I put eyeliner underneath, it just makes me look tired all day. I don't like the look of something dark underneath.
I'm gonna go into the purple shade or the lavender shade right here, guys. And I think I'm gonna use the BK Beauty A502, which is just kind of like a smaller crease brush.
I'm very curious to see what you're gonna do with this.
And I'm just going to concentrate this a little bit more so on the outer corner to add a little bit of sparkle, but I don't wanna go too far out. This shade's a little bit, you know, glitterier. I don't wanna put too much glitter up here closer to your brow bone. I really just want this to be like a little soft bit of color. And I'm not gonna put this color close to your tear duct region because then it's gonna look too dark. Like you can still wear the color and it can still have a place on the lid. I just don't want the look to be heavy. And you kind of just have to work for your eye shape. My eyes just naturally, my brows are like way above my brow bone and I just have a lot more like lid space. So I can put these colors like right here and go all the way up. But for you, I'm just kind of keeping it more on like the outer corner. And then we're gonna go in a second and we're gonna do the deepest color as well. Do you want to show them some of your favorite eyeshadow palettes?
I use this a lot for every day.
So this is the Lisa Eldridge Muse palette. Yeah, you wear that one a lot.
Yeah, and really all of the colors are good.
This was the one that we used.
The Chanel spring.
Yeah, did you use this one in the last tutorial? I can't
yes,
remember.
Yes, I did.
So she's got this one. Which of the colors here do you like the most?
The yellow.
You like the yellow one?
Yeah.
Where do you apply
it's
that?
very unique. On my the lid closest to my eye.
You also have this one from Wayne
which is also really nice. Yeah. It's more sparkly.
Yeah, this is Imperial Topaz.
That's more for if I'm going out someplace.
Yeah, like a fancy look.
Well, or, you know, just something a little dressy.
I'm now going to go into the deepest shade in the Clé de Peau palette. I feel like this is so reflective. I'm like blinding them. I'm going to go into that. And I'm going to use the new Wayne Goss E2 brush. These are really, really cool because they have this kind of like pointy, fluffy tip. And they're great if your eyes are like a little bit more hooded because you can really just kind of get that color exactly where you need it. So just kind of look straight ahead. I can just fit that right in there to build up a little bit of depth. And I'm gonna bring the color up just slightly above your crease because I want people to see that color. And I want your eye to look a little bit more open. And then I'm gonna sort of have it come out in following the natural upward line of your eye to kind of lift the eye. So I just do it ever so gently. These I think sold out so quickly. If I can find them, Mom, I'll get you this brush. It's soft, right?
Yes.
It's very soft. These are all hand bundled by artisans in Japan. It's just like a nice little...
It's like a little piece of art.
Yeah, it's like a little luxurious treat. You get to kind of like enjoy something that somebody made by hand and put like a lot of thought into. I like the way this looks. Also, I have right here the, what is this? The Wayne Goss E5, which is a pencil brush. And I think I'm gonna use this to do just like a little bit more here.
Of that same darkest color? Purplish?
Yeah, I like to kind of go from like a bigger brush to a smaller brush because you start off with a more blended look and then you gradually like build it up just where you need it. So like I created this like crease for you and now I'm going in with this color and I'm just adding in a little hint of darkness to really kind of open up the eye. It's gonna make your eyes look more open like that and kind of lift everything. You definitely always wanna avoid, and this goes for my eye shape too, getting a lot of color right here. Because once you get it right there, it looks like messy. It looks like it transferred and it kind of brings the whole look down a little bit. And then you can always clean it up with a little like concealer, even if you like really want to clean it up. So we can go back in with the BK Beauty concealer brush and just kind of gently sculpt that upwards.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah, hold on, keep your head that way so that they can see. We're not professionals here, okay? I'm not used to doing makeup and filming at the same time, but you can kind of see here, once everything has settled, this is a really good brush to just kind of melt everything back into place. Next, I'm gonna go into the primer shade. I just like to use that as like a little brightener in the center. And then I'm using it to brighten up the inner corner also. I'm gonna go a little bit higher here. Your eyes are like a little bit more deep set than mine. So I'm gonna highlight it a little bit higher. So once again, it kind of draws everything upwards a little bit. Okay, so I wanted to go in with a little bit of eyeliner. I'm deciding between two of my favorite purple eyeliners. I've got the Chanel, this is actually what I'm wearing. This is the Chanel Stilo Yo Waterproof in the shade Cassis, again with the Cassis. And then we have the Victoria Beckham in the shade Fig. So there's Fig and there is Cassis. Two very delicious fruits that we love. I think I'm gonna go in with the Victoria Beckham though. My eyes are super sensitive and I like that the Chanel ones, they really last and they don't irritate my eyes.
Okay.
But on the flip side, what I like about the Victoria Beckham is that they're so creamy. You have a couple of these that I got you. Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, you have
The copper.
the bronze. So you have the bronze one.
Okay.
You like this one?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm going to go in with the eyeliner just kind of like on the outer corner of the eye, and then we're gonna blend it out. These are pretty creamy, which is nice because they don't really like tug at the skin. And then I'm gonna go in with the Wayne Goss E5 pencil brush, and I'm going to lightly just kind of blend that upwards. And I think when you use a liner as well, you have like a little bit more control over the placement of everything. You can even take the brush and you can kind of like go like that, because like I said, these are creamy if you've kind of like warmed them up already.
And this is Fig.
Yeah, this is the Fig shade. When you're applying eyeliner as well with hooded eyes, you don't want to really keep your eyes shut. You want to look straight ahead, because even if you have maybe like some folds of skin there, doesn't matter what skin type you have, like you could have that eye shape. You want to keep your eyes open, because that is going to allow you to see what it's actually going to look like when you open up your eyes. I will list all the brushes that we used for each of the specific things in the description box. What do you think of it so far?
I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, I picked this color story because I thought purple would go really well with green eyes.
Yeah, it makes my eyes look
I think
very
it goes good with brown eyes too, but I feel like the contrast really works with your coloring. It goes with your shirt as well.
Didn't plan that.
Yeah, you see this coordination? Okay, let's move on to mascara. We're gonna use my mom's favorite mascara. Do you wanna show them what it is and why you like it?
Yeah, I mean, I like a couple different kinds, but I really like the Cali Ray. I've been using a lot of that lately.
What do you like about it?
It goes on very smoothly and it lasts for a long time without flaking.
It has a nice like tapered wand. It just makes it so that I have a lot of control with even the smaller lashes, and it doesn't glob like so much on. I can build it up, but like I want to have more control. I don't want it to be like this massive brush.
Yeah, it goes on very smoothly.
Exactly. So yeah, we're just gonna apply this. All right, so we have mascara on, and finally, friends, we're going to do, oh, do you see little Minnie right there? She's hanging out. Come here. Come here, Minnie. There she comes. There she comes.
It's like the sweetest thing.
All right, friends, we have the mascara on. Now we're gonna do the lips. So right here I have one of the Dior Refillable Shine lipsticks, and the shade that I've selected is Rose de Vence. We actually just ordered this for my mom, so this is gonna be her new lip product. It's just kind of like a nice neutral rose, just kind of like a soft color to add a little bit of freshness to the lips. Ooh, this looks a lot better on you than it does on me. I feel like this color is kind of similar to my natural lip color, but on you, it looks more, like it looks more true to the swatch. And I like these. I chose these because they have a nice shine to them. They're very natural. They don't have like the lip plumper ingredients in them, but they do a nice job of kind of like hydrating the lips. They don't emphasize the lines in your lips. They're just great for every day. And this struck me as the kind of shade that you would kind of keep in your purse and just pop on with a lot of the types of colors that you like to use on the eyes. What do you think?
I think it's nice.
That's a beautiful shade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to keep recommending this one. This is the final look. Hold on, let's get a little bit closer.
Ruh-roh.
Let's really like zoom you in there.
Oh, goody.
What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let us know what you think of this look. Let's go through each of the products and you can give them your like final word, your final thought. What did you think of the La Mer products?
I'll definitely try that.
Okay.
I have to see how it looks in an hour or two.
Yeah, exactly.
After my skin, whatever moisture from the makeup has kind of evaporated, and see how the crow's feet look.
Yeah, so
Have
we'll
to
have
get
to
back to you on that.
We'll do
Yeah.
a wear test.
Right.
And we'll have to follow up. What about the Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation?
I think it works really well with my skin tone. I like that it's more of a gel consistency. I'm definitely going to try that.
I really like the way that it, like, maybe turn your head up in the camera so they can see like this.
Like this?
Yeah, like it looks so smooth. I don't know. I really
Agreed.
like it. And you don't need to powder it because it's not a super oily formula. You can just layer on your bronzer and you're good. What about the bronzer?
I think that it's very nice.
I feel like you like everything.
I'm sorry, but you did tailor them to what I asked you for, so
That's true. Okay, so what
like
about
the blush a lot. Think
Do you
that's
think that-
going to be my fall and winter blush.
Okay, do you want this shade? Do
Yeah.
you want me to order this for you?
Yes.
Okay, so you want this. What about the highlighter? You don't wear highlighter that often.
I already have a highlighter.
Which
don't
one
I?
do you use?
I don't know. Maybe I don't.
You clearly don't use it. What do you think of this one?
I think it looks very nice. I don't know that I'd wear it every day.
Yeah, like it's not a necessity, it's more like a bonus.
Right.
Okay.
When
got
I'm going out and really trying to look good.
it. Yeah, exactly. All right, what do you think of the eyeshadow palette?
I think it's beautiful. I mean, I think I probably wouldn't do every day as much of that darker plum color, although it's nice to have for,
Yeah.
you know, going out in the evening. The other two with the primer are great for every day. I really like the concept of the primer. I think more products should come with that. Again, I'd like to see how it wears.
Okay, so we'll have to do a little bit of a wear test. What about the Fig liner? What do you think of the color?
I think that it's nice. I don't like black and dark brown on me. I like that in that bronze one.
Okay.
I think it does highlight my eye color.
Yeah.
Probably would look good on pretty much any eye color.
Yeah, it looks very,
Blue or
very
brown.
smooth. I'm like obviously very pleased with the products that I chose because I feel like everything worked out well. And then what about the lip product?
I think that's beautiful. Yeah.
Is this your favorite?
Well, I was telling you that I wanted something a little bit more bright, more of a rose look for the winter rather than the darker, more terracotta colors.
Yeah, because you like to wear
That's
lipstick.
more on the cool pink end of the spectrum.
Yes, this is definitely a little bit more like neutral to cool. Can kind of go with a lot of different looks.
Now, we didn't do my brows.
Oh, should we do your brows?
I have a lot of gray and they look like they're uneven.
Okay, well, let's film a little clip doing your brows then.
Okay.
She doesn't do them that often because they are microbladed, but she wants me to do her brows. So I'm going to go in with a little bit, or you're going to say?
You got to cover the gray.
Yeah, we got to cover the gray. So I did bring this product with me. This is the Blink Brow Bar London Brow Build Gel. So it's just like one of those little spoolie type products. The shade I have is called Clove, which is kind of like a cooler tone brown. I really like their clear brow gel, but that's not what we're doing here. So I'm just gonna use this to like gently...
Yeah, it's mostly just close to the nose, where, of course, all the grays come in heaviest.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna back comb the product so that we can kind of cover those up a little bit better. Because I don't wanna get a ton of product like right on the skin. I'm just trying to like paint the tips of the brows with the product because you already have the shape from the microblading. Your microblading looks really good.
Thank you.
I just got mine redone this year. I like the way that it came out, although you do have to wait for it to like heal for a bit. And somebody did say to me in the comments, they were like, Sophia, you really need to like pull it back with the brows. I was like, I didn't do them this way. They're literally just healing from the microblading.
Yeah.
I literally can't touch them, but I was like, oh, of course somebody noticed that they're like the most bold, sculpted brows.
Pull
and this
it
like,
back.
Yeah, in like
Give me
this
2 weeks, it will be.
Yeah, it's like, give me 2 weeks and it'll be looking perfect. All right, so here is our wear test results. You just saw yourself in the mirror, Mom. It is 8:30 right now. What do you think of the makeup?
I think it looks good. I don't see any lines on the sides when I smile. The definition is still present on the eyelids. Everything looks like comfortable. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't stand this. I gotta wash my face. I feel good.
I feel like your skin looks very, like it has a nice natural glow, but I don't see any dry patches. I mean, you had dinner, so you don't have the lipstick on anymore, but I feel like the foundation and the eyeshadow looks really good. So success!
Success.
All right, friends, and that is it. This is the final look. Comment down below and let me know how you think I did. Let me know if you have any recommendations for mature skin-friendly products. If you like this video, which I hope you did, please don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, friends, I hope that you see some beauty in your day, and we will see you in our next one. Goodbye.